what the light looks like. It's very, very, so I want to get a really good look to see what we're able to do in terms of bringing it back to life. So we just did the plastics right in that one corner there. We're going to try some other things. All right, this is Steven Dettweiler, and we're doing a little something different. Instead of a walk and talk, we are going to experiment with cleaning this light, the headlight. You see all this in here? It's so messed up, man. So I'm going to just try different things. I have apple cider vinegar. I have toothpaste. I said use toothpaste. I got rubbing compound. We tried the plastics by itself. It really, I mean, it kind of shined stuff up a little bit, but didn't really take away the oxidation. So we're going to work on that. I'm even going to just try to scrub something down with Dawn. So let's get to this video. I hope I don't get rained out because it's kind of wanting to do something. I do have an actual light restore kit right there, so we'll be using that also. Toothpaste. Let me get some towels out of the car. What I'm going to do first, I'm just going to prep it, because that's what this is. This is surface prep. Okay. So I'm going to prep the light. I'm going to clean it all off. And anytime, I don't know, is that taking the oxidation off? We're gonna have to let that dry, huh? And just to see where that's at. Did I just fix the whole thing by using surface prep? What? No, it didn't. It's just when you get things wet. Now the oxidation is still there. We're good. We're good. I mean, that would have been cool. That would have been cool if it just wiped it right off. It did actually clean a lot of that off of there. I'm gonna, this spot where we did. I'm just gonna leave this on here for a minute. How about that? I'm gonna leave this on here for a minute. We're gonna see what happens if that just sits like that. First thing I'm gonna try is toothpaste. Now, I don't know if there's any exact toothpaste that people prescribe for this. This is the toothpaste I use. So we're gonna go to town with some toothpaste. We're gonna go right here with the toothpaste. Right there, you see that? Right there with the toothpaste. Now use a scrubby, give it the toothpaste a chance to work. I don't know how much toothpaste you're supposed to use. I think that should be sufficient. I'm gonna scrub it down real good, and we're gonna see about the toothpaste. Because the one thing we do is that plastics will seal it, whatever we do, and I think they're sealant in the actual restorer. So whatever we get done, it's going to definitely, we're going to definitely have a clean headlight. I'm just curious. Because we're scrubbing this real good, right? Scrub with the toothpaste. Man, get your teeth clean. Going to get your teeth clean, yep. Going to get your teeth clean. So you think that's enough scrubbing? You think it's enough scrubbing? Let's see. Let's see if that's done. That did anything. Let's see if that done did anything. Okay. Now I'm taking a closer look. Looks like it might have got a little bit into that oxidation. Huh. Let's move on. We should move on to apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, because that apple cider vinegar cures everything, right? Doesn't apple cider vinegar cure everything? So, I'm gonna do some apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar cures everything. This is a very tough spot right here. So, I'm gonna start rubbing that in. Apple cider vinegar. Maybe one of these things like works really, really well. That's what we're gonna find out. Apple cider vinegar fixes everything, man. I use apple cider vinegar every night. I put apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, use lemon juice, I make unsweet iced tea. I put that in there with about 7 drops of liquid stevia, and I drink that after I eat, and it helps the digestion. It helps the digestion. Man, what do you think? Apple cider vinegar. Yes. Are you guys getting this? Let me see. Okay, I scrubbed that really good with that apple cider vinegar. Don't want to waste towels. These are expensive towels. Okay. Well, hey, that was scrubbing it down with apple cider vinegar. I'm taking a step back. Looks like it cleaned it a little bit. Toothpaste actually did do a little bit. So let's take a look here. What do you think? You think that's did a little bit? Maybe it did a little bit. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see if I can get you a little closer. Sometimes I don't know how to zoom in on this thing. That's okay. What should we do? Straight. Let's do some straight Dawn. I wonder if Dawn, because you know, Dawn fixes birds. Dawn fixes birds. Dawn liquid detergent. And we're gonna go here. If nothing else, this lens is gonna be totally prepped for doing it with the actual product. And I'm giving each of these a chance using this scrubby, because it does give a little bit of an abrasion. Look at that. What will Dawn do? What will Dawn do? What did that prep do? Let's see what that prep did. I forgot we had that prep over here. Did it do anything? Not really. Not really. It didn't. That's okay. I think I scrubbed that enough with Dawn. Let's do a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit of elbow grease. Give it a chance. Now I can feel the oxidation right in here. So I'm gonna concentrate right in there. Just Dawn and some water. Let's see. Let it dry for a second, because we gotta see when they're dry. Because it always looks more clear when it's wet. See? Okay. Let's see. So what do you think about the Dawn? I think it might have did a little bit of something. The oxidation definitely did not go away with the with these two. Now we're going to go to that center spot. We're going to use some rubbing compound. Rubbing compound, yeah, it's a rubbing compound. We're going to see what that's all about. Rubbing compound. Yep. Yeah, we're going to use some rubbing compound. See what happens with that. You're supposed to use rubbing compound on this. I'm not supposed to be using any of these things on this. So why not? Right? Why not? Just use the sprayer. Use toothpaste. So you can things, put it out there. It's not that outside the good. Oxidation on headlight. This is what this is. I'm giving each it's the same about the same amount of time. Right there. I can feel it. All right, let's see what happens with the rubbing compound. I think something might have happened with the rubbing compound. Well, you know what? Out of what we've tried, I don't got anything else to try, but after what we tried, it looks to me like the rubbing compound did a little bit better than the other stuff. I'm gonna put some plastics on all this right now, and I'm gonna see if that has helped the plastics be able to do what it's supposed to do. Now I'm just going to use a towel. So we see, let me see, I forget what we went, oh yeah, we tried to just use the prep on that. That was Dawn. That was rubbing compound. That was apple cider vinegar, and that was what? Toothpaste. And so none of them have gotten rid of the oxidation. But let's see, I'm going to try plastics isn't being cooperative. There it goes. Just had a block in it. So we're gonna hit this spot. That's a lot. We're gonna just do the whole thing and see, and I'll pull the tape and I'll see, I'll just rub this in real good everywhere and see. And then we'll pull the tape and see if there's any difference. It's good that there's not, because you're not supposed to have direct sunlight when you're doing this. And that's why I came over to the park, because if the sun was out, I thought the sun was going to be out, but if the sun was out, I needed shade, and the tree line blocks the western sun in this park. And that's why I came over here. We're at Walker's Creek Park. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but that's where we're at. It's Walker's Creek Park. Now, I'm feeling a little bit of cloud wind coming through here. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna wipe it down. And we're gonna see the plastics. Let me take this side of the pad. Wipe that in there. Wipe that in. See, I can feel the oxidation in there. There's nothing that I'm doing right now that is prescribed to do for this. I was just curious. I thought you might be curious too. So that's why we do these videos. Curiosity. Curiosity. Right? Leave that sit for a minute. And then we'll get to actual real work. The actual real work. Okay. Take the towel. Get that in there real good. See that? See that? See that? Where it isn't severely oxidated, it has definitely made a difference. But where it's severely oxidated, there's really not much of a difference. Especially like in this part here, right in there. Now I'm using some elbow grease on this. The other part of the lens is very shiny now. Very translucent. Translucent is the word I'm using. I'm using the word translucent. Like here, look at all that. That's still very. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute and see where we're at. Of course, I'm gonna fast forward through a lot of this, so it'll go fast. It might go blah, 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 blah. Oops. Now, no doubt that's going to give me a clearer picture. Let's pull the tape and see where we're at. Let's pull the tape. Let's pull the tape. And we'll wipe it down and see if there's any difference. Take a fresh cloth and we'll wipe it down. And we'll see if there's any difference. See, that's the telling, as I say, the telling of the tape. Okay? The telling of the tape. Let me get a clean cloth. Clean cloth. Oh, sorry. Bad view. Bad cameraman. All right. I'm wiping this down. Okay, so okay, each one of those things did do something, because you can see the tape. You can see where the tape was. See where the tape was. Okay, but also you can still see oxidation. So it did, some of that stuff did and work a little bit, but not to really bring it clear. So I'm going to cut this off right now, and I'm going to read the directions on the actual package of lens cleaner. All right, we're back on, and I am going to use sandpaper. Make sure you can see that. We're going to use sandpaper and just plastics on this part right here. Then we're going to use the actual package of Restorer on the other part. Those clouds are moving in pretty quick, so I'm not sure. Now this is 220 grain. I should have 1,000 grain, but I don't. So here I go. I know you're saying, man, you're taking a risk. Yeah, not really. For as bad as they were, or as bad as this one was, it's really not a risk. Go water, go water. I should have you. This one, I love it. That would have been off but it's oxidation. How deep is that oxidation? That's the thing. Big towel. Water. Water. Big towel. Clean that off. You're like, oh no, what has happened? I don't know. But we're fixing it. We are fixing it. Okay. See, there's polish in this kit that's going to polish that back up. But this is all about experiments. It's all about you guys. I'm going to hit this with some rubbing compound. Because rubbing compound is abrasive, but it's less abrasive, see? That's the point about rubbing compound. That's why I thought the rubbing compound might work, and it did do a little bit. But we're gonna get that in there. Because we definitely took a little bit of that surface off. You can tell we took that surface off. I should have got some wax. See, I'm doing this because we're going to Colorado, and I'm going to be taking a little longer than usual, so I know I'm going to be driving at night. Now I want to be able to see where I'm going. See? Alright, this is not going to so no, I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. Did some more. Man, you crazy. No. Just I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker. See, that's actually my low beam, high beam, I don't know. It's one of my beams. But what we really want to do is get down past the oxidation. Is what we're doing. Is we're getting down past the oxidation. You see. And you see here, right here, right there, there's really not much oxidation there. So I'm actually then going to work on this spot here after that, because I'm going to kind of probably leave that good because it is good. Unless this comes out really good, and then I might do that. Or the fact that the wind is picking up from possible storms, I might have to do this tomorrow. I might have to come back and do this tomorrow. Get this all here like this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See? Actually, I think we're making headway here, dude. I really do. Let's see. Let's dry that off good. I think we're making headway. And what I want to do here, let's put some Plastics on there and see what happens. Plastics. 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 I might have to actually do the whole thing over again. I know, man. You shouldn't play. We shouldn't play. We shouldn't play with stuff. We shouldn't play with stuff like this. We shouldn't play. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I know we got down to the oxidation, but now we have a very cloudy lens. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that, but that's why we try things. That's why we try things. I hate when you get a hair in your eye. You got all this crap on your hands. You don't want to touch your eye. Now the other lens, I'm going to show you the other lens. It's good. The other lens is good. I can never understand why this one got so oxidated and the other one really has lasted. See that rubbing compound? See? It's bringing it back. bringing it back. A little bit of water. Clean that up a little bit. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. This is gonna hold. This weather's gonna hold off for a minute while we do this. Get it nice and dry. Make sure that's nice and dry. Let's see. Come on, Plastics. Plastics is a McGuire's product. And like I said, it works real good. The other lens is kept up by this. It's just when you get all that oxidation. When you get all that oxidation. There we go. That's what you want right there. When you get all that oxidation, it just doesn't have the power. To get rid of that oxidation. I know, I think that's crazy about hitting it with that 220 grit. And I don't have another grit. But you try stuff. So I tried stuff. You don't try stuff, you didn't try it. You didn't find out. Look at that. Look at that. Well, I'll tell you what, there's no more yellow oxidation. Can't see through the thing, but there is no more yellow oxidation. So what we're gonna do here is go to the next step and do this. I'll be right back. I'm unpacking this because now I need some help. Professional help. Professional help. Uh-oh. 1, it's the stages. 2, 3. 1 and 2. So 1 and 2, right? Got a bunch of 2s and 1, 1. Huh. Let me see what this says. I do have a, it does give me, oh, here's the other one. Okay, 2 1s and 2 2s. Well, that's for the other light. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Let's see what we're doing here. Brown paper. It says do the whole lens. Should I do the whole lens? I'm in it. I'm in it now. I'm in it now. All right. I'm in it now. Here we go. Moisten lens. Moisten lens. I'm gonna put a little moisture on here. Moisten lens. Said moisten lens. So I'm moistening the lens. Moisten surface of the lens. Brown sandpaper vigorously. The entire thing. Vigorously. vigorously, vigorously, vigorously. I might not be able to recover this side, dude. You know it? I think for about 3 minutes. About 3 minutes. About 3 minutes. For about 3 minutes. For about 3 minutes. Vigorously. 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 Wipe off the lens. Wipe off the lens. Wet the lens. Wet the lens. I hope I'm getting all this, man, because this side might not come back. I don't know. That's why we try stuff. I'm gonna be vigorously, vigorously. Especially this side. Vigorously. Yeah, we used to have a kit that we used to use at the automotive in Saginaw Walmart. Then they had some other stuff that they came out with, a different kit. A different kit. Trying to get enough sandpapers. I mean, I was banking on the fact that I'd have a finer grit sandpaper to bring this back around. I'm just hoping that's going to be the case. I think it is. I think we're going to be able to do it. Look, look, look. You see how that's becoming the same as that? Okay. A little more wetness. Wet it, wet it, wet it. I'm gonna wet it down. Sometimes it takes a lot of work. Wet, wet, wet. Wet, 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 wet. See that? See that? I think we're getting someplace. I think we are getting someplace. Boy, I hope we're getting someplace. Let's see if this brings it around. This was my go-to. If I screwed something up, I was certainly hoping this was going to bring it back around. You know what I'm saying? When you screw something up, you need a plan B. And this is my ace in the hole. I don't got another ace in the hole. I don't have another ace in the hole. Oh, but look at that. Look at that. Huh? Definitely making some headway here. They're definitely making some headway here. More water. Getting some more water. Looks like I'm not. Looks like I'm not. I didn't. Looks like I'm overcome this. I'm overcome this. I'm gonna overcome this. Something like that. Look at that. Yes. 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 I don't think you can even tell where I had it messed up. All right. I think I'm good in the neighborhood. I think we're good in the neighborhood. Because I'm just about as foggy here as I am here. So I think we might have brought that around. All right, we're going to the next step. All right. The blue finishing paper is very fine and will immediately begin to slide over the surface. When you are done, all right, if the lens is cleared of damage, proceed to the blue finishing paperwork. I guess it's clear of damage. It's going to be as clear as it is. Approximately 1 minute, wipe lens with plain paper towel. All right. Keep the surface moist during sanding. The blue finishing paperwork will immediately begin to feel so when you are done sanding. Approximately 1 minute. Wipe the lens plain towel. Apply pea-sized amount of CV1 to the piece of hydro weave cloth folded in a square. Vigorously polish the surface until the product begins to dry on the lens. Turn the cloth over and continue polishing until the lens is protected is removed. Wipe the surface with a damp cloth or paper towel until all residue has been removed. Then completely dry the lens surface. Then we got step 2. So now we got to still do step this. We got to do step this. Yeah. Wet paper towel. Wet paper. Paper, wet paper. Okay? So I gotta keep this wet as I sand it. I keep it wet as I sand it. 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 Are you getting this? Am I doing this good? All right. I think we're getting it. I think we are getting it. Look at that. I think everything's going to be all right. That's what Jesus said to me through an angel when I was 17 years old. He said, Jesus said everything's going to be all right. You know what? I believe he's correct. I believe he is correct. I believe believe he is correct. I'm taking more time than what it says, only because of what I did to this side. We're gonna get that really, really slick. Look at that. That's beautiful. I think we're getting someplace here. I think we are getting someplace. Very fine sandpaper. Very fine sandpaper. Very fine sandpaper. Let me see. I'm going to dry this off like it says. Not clear. Definitely not clear. Let me see what the instructions say about that. That's about it. That's, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. We're going to this here. CV1. CV1. A pea size amount of CV1. Okay, a pea size amount. See what happens. I didn't know it was liquid. That's not a pea size amount. I know I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on here, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't know what a pea size amount was because this was just all liquid. Well, that one's done. Hope I don't need it again. Some elbow grease here. turn it over. Keep wiping, it says. Keep wiping. Dude, we're not done the process yet, but look, we're not done the process, but it is coming along like, wow. Check that out. Let me see what the instructions say now. Damp cloth or paper towel. Just gotta make it damp. Damp cloth, paper towel. Damp cloth, paper towel. All right, damp cloth or paper towel. All the residue is off, okay? And completely dry the surface. Make sure the surface is completely dry. Get this dry towel. You can still see some stuff, but when it's 90% better, I'm gonna go for it. As a matter of fact, I might have should have ought to use that heavy-duty sandpaper right in here, because we still have this, which I didn't see. We're not gonna start all over again, but it's so much better than it was. I'm going to see so much better, and that's my high beams right there anyways. I'm not going to use my high beams. If my low beams was working, my high beams ain't going to matter. You know what I'm saying? Okay, step 2. In this step, you will use CV2 hydro weave cloth for 4. There are 4 pouches, CV2 on each pouch, one side coating applied to the lens. Apply 2 coats for each. Make sure, dispense very quickly. Be careful during application to the hydro wave cloth. Apply slowly. Make sure the first lens surface is completely dry before applying second lens. Slowly apply complete pouch of CV2 onto the piece of hydro cloth. Fold it in square. Wipe onto the lens surface using light pressure in one direction. Do not continue to wipe as the product dries. CV2 must wipe on while wet. If you wipe it dry, and as it dries, it will pull the finish off. Okay, so here we go. This is a test. This is a test, man. This is a test. CV2. 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 Oh no, my legs. I've sat here too long. My butt and my legs hurt. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I am back. Man, my knees locked up. I couldn't get up. And that's something. That's something. Come on, bitch. This is the sealer. Wipe it in one direction. Wipe it in one direction. How do you like it when the packets don't work right? How do you like it when that happens? The packets don't work right. I used too much. The packet, I think this is just because it's so old. I think it's because it's so old. I've had it for a long time in the car. So it's gone through heat degradation, cold degradation, this degradation, some kind of other degradations. This is very lightly, very lightly, very lightly. Don't do it when it's dry. Very lightly. Very lightly. Let me read the instructions some more. Gotta read the instructions. Gotta keep reading the instructions. Dispense very quickly. Be careful during application. Apply slowly. Dispense quickly, apply slowly. Dispense quickly, apply slowly. What? Make sure the first lens surface is completely dry before applying CV2. Slowly apply and complete CV2 in a piece of hydro folded in a square. Wipe onto the lens surface using light pressure in one direction. Do not continue to wipe as the product dries. After completing steps 1 and 2 on the first lens, repeat the process on the second lens. So I'm done. I'm done. And you know what's good? It's starting to sprinkle out here. It is starting to sprinkle out here. Let's see what this finished product looks like. Okay. Definitely can see the light bulbs. Definitely can see the light bulbs. Let me turn on the lights real quick. Okay, my knees are working. My knees are working. Dude, I thought I couldn't get up for a second. It took me a minute to get up. So I'm gonna turn the lights on. See what's going on with that. Turn the lights on. See, Walker's Creek Park is beautiful, man. Beautiful out. Starting to sprinkle a little bit. Oops. Let me get all the lights on. Let me get all the lights on. Let me turn the car on. The car needs to be turned on. Here we go. Oh yeah. I'm gonna definitely be able to see at night. I'm just gonna polish this lens down with some more plastics, which I haven't done yet. Oh yeah, I would say that's 80% better. 70 to 80% better. There is a storm brewing. I just saw some lightning. Let's see what the high beams look like. Yep, I think we are good to go to Colorado. Well, I hope you like this video. We tried some different things. The kit actually got me out of trouble, and we can now see in the dark going to Colorado. I love you. God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.